Hello everyone, Jeff here for Respawn Studios, back with my Mission 6 walkthrough for Intel and Skulls in Halo 5 Guardians. Mission 6 is Evacuation, and it has a very complex skull, even more so than the Mission 3 one where you had to be on Legendary and shoot the ship outside of the map. So first, I want to point out that you can now do this skull on any difficulty, so I'm on easy here. If you do it on a harder difficulty, you're just much more likely to be picked off by enemies. Alright, so anyway, what you have to do is shoot 5 traffic cones in under 2 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So, if you're in co-op, you can have someone be the gunner in a Warthog, but I'm in solo, so I'm using the Gun Goose. The first one is a little bit down, you saw on the left, next to that platform, a little bit past it. The second one, this is by far the longest distance between any two of them, is right before you go in the tunnel and across the bridge. It's by another platform. So my expert mongoose skills are clearly on display here. But okay, so here is the tunnel and bridge entrance. So over here on the right next to the platform, is the second cone, and you'll know you hit it when there's a grunt birthday party sound, the cheering. And our third one is now right here on the bridge. The rightmost object toward the end is this blown up Warthog, and the cone is right behind it. So there we go, 3 out of 5. So what happens if you don't get in under 2 minutes? The fifth traffic cone will not be there. Alright, so the fourth one is after you go under that arch, past the big vehicle. It's on this platform. I missed it the first time, so you might have seen it on that second attempt. And here we go, coming up to the final one. This is going to be where the crashed Pelican was, with the piece of intel on Mission 3. Now the the traffic cone was there, if you got there fast enough. So there we go. Clearly we did not pick up the skull yet. But we will get that at the end of the mission, if you have done that. Alright, so now I'm taking us back a bit. You can backtrack if you're still in the same playthrough. I just happen to be doing this again for the intel. So in that same section where that second cone is, right before you go in the bridge, up the platform, in the middle of it is the piece of intel. Now, intel pieces 2 and 3 are in this same area after you clear out enemies and Sloan opens the door. There's going to be one on the left and one on the right. The one on the left here, you can use this elevator, or I think you can jump from there to the pipes to that platform to up here. I'm not exactly sure though, but I'm shooting those locations just as an alternate route. Okay, so that's intel piece number 2, and 3 is on the opposite side of this room, up on a catwalk. Gonna make our way over. Kind of like its own standalone area here. We're going to jump up and over here on the right, land in here, and intel's right there. Alright, we're halfway home, and we're still going to pick up the skull right at the end of the mission. Okay, intel piece number 4 is when we're in the elevator. We have to fight off waves of enemies. At any point during that, you can come back to this building. Either side you have to shoulder charge through. That's what I was showing there. The one side's still closed. I came in the other side. And the piece of intel is on the leftmost seat here at the back. Alright, intel piece number 5. Once you finish the elevator, you can go through one of 2 emergency exits. Where I was looking now is where you come out for the right one. The left side is where I was looking at that other place there. They both connect to right here. Essentially what you have to do when you get to these catwalks, before you start heading up, you want to drop it down. And this piece of intel is at the back by this construction helmet. Hard hat. And finally, as we're now starting to head up the collapsing structure, this piece falls as you come upstairs, and you can continue going this way. Don't. Instead, you want to turn back around where you came up the stairs, and on the other side, you jump across here. And you can see you could continue to the left here upstairs, but you don't want to do that yet. You want to jump back here onto this girder, I guess, and the final piece of intel is right there. Okay, so the final thing to do is, if you got the 5 cones in under 2 minutes, the skull will be waiting for you at the end. You've come in there. This is the last little interior hallway. This is the very end of the mission though, so if you go past the skull, I think it triggers the final cutscene, so make sure you pick this up. Yeah, it's a little frustrating because you keep getting knocked down by the pulses, but there we go, we picked it up. Alright, so that's all 6 intel and the skull, which is Thunderstorm for Mission 6 of Halo 5 Guardians. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you found that useful, and I'll be back with more guides soon.